Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dylan. Thank you so much for tuning in. Right off the bat, I just want to apologize. My voice sounds a little weird or scratchy if I cough in between this video. I'm a little under the weather, but it's been a minute since I've recorded, so I wanted to get at least a video out there for you guys. So excuse the rough voice. Hopefully it's not too distracting. In the last part, I believe we tackled Dubai. It was not our best run, admittedly. Top 30%. It was still, 1700. It is what it is. Wasn't terrible, but wasn't as good as some of our other runs. So we're going to tackle Mexico City today. We're just going to jump in and see how we do. Alright, here we are. That's not what I wanted to do. Oop. There we go. Okay. A little bit of a rough start. Alright, we're in it now. Connect those up. Pretty easy connections to start us off. I don't mind that. I'm okay with that. There we go. Yeah, so I had a bit of an interesting event occur over the past week or so. The hard drive that I was using to store all of my YouTube assets on. I had my intro and outro, I had all of the stream assets, all of my recorded videos, all of my edited videos. Everything was on that hard drive, and Dylan was not smart enough to back those up, and my hard drive failed, so I lost literally everything that's on that hard drive. So I spent the past better of a week and a half kind of trying to recover what I can. I think I've recovered things like the intro, outro. Luckily, a lot of the stuff, like thumbnails and stuff that I've built, and all the stream assets were built on Canva, so I have online copies of those that I was able to just kind of, copy and paste over to the new hard drive. But I did lose all of my... sorry, I got distracted. Let's do a tunnel. I did lose all of my previous recordings of videos, so I can't do any cool TikToks or anything with them, which is kind of unfortunate, kind of sad, because I was starting to pick that up as a platform slowly. So I'm a little sad that I lost just backups of some things, specifically the intro and outro. I had to kind of use some interesting methods to recover. I actually had to download an old YouTube video and then kind of cut and bring it into an editing software and cut it up so I can recover my intro. So less than ideal circumstances. Lesson learned to back up my hard drive. So I now have two working hard drives. One of them serves as just a backup in case the main one fails. So that's been my week in a nutshell. That's why there hasn't been a video in about a week and a half, is because I had a couple of videos recorded, specifically RimWorld videos, and they are lost. So I'm in the midst of figuring out what to do with that. But anyways, back to Mini Motorways. Where are we at here? We're at 50. I did speed up time, right? I did. Week 2 is coming up here. I do hear my voice already starting to give out, so I really apologize. I'm probably gonna have to edit out a bunch of me coughing and sniffling and whatever, but we're here. I thought you guys needed a video, and it's been a while since I played Mini Motorways, so I wanted to play it again, but I apologize. My voice is a little distracting. A bit of a slow start here, admittedly. There we go. Okay. That's interesting, to say the least. Okay. I think what we're gonna have to do, I'm gonna pause this really quick just to get our bearings established here. We're gonna have to connect that guy in. I think we're gonna have to use a tunnel, which isn't the end of the world. We'll just kind of tunnel into the side of this mountain, I think. Pop out on the other side and connect that in. Not ideal, but not the worst. It's just a really long journey, I think, is the main thing. But we'll survive. That yellow is actually, again, minus it being a little bit of a long journey, it's a fairly easy connection. Except for I can't connect you in. I think I might actually divert. Oh, okay. Gonna make this really difficult for me. I don't have roads, so we gotta get roads. That's the first thing we've got to do. Let's divert this blue around here. Not like that, so we can get these yellows connected in there. We did use a tunnel, so I think we'll take another tunnel. We have enough roads to get us places for right now, I think. All things considered, I'm happy. We're over 100 points so far. That's a skyscraper. It wouldn't be the worst idea. I don't want to waste a tunnel necessarily. I think just to kind of safeguard ourselves, though, I think we should... Let's pause this really quick. Let's divert those 3 there, and then... I really can't do anything. We're going to have to go all the way around, which is fine. And tunnel in. There, I think. I think that should be okay. What was I doing with you? I think we just need to go like that with you. Sorry, I just had to edit out a nasty cough. My goodness. Alright. I swear I get sick for a little bit and I lose the ability to talk. I don't know how to commentate on video games anymore. My goodness. I actually completely lost my voice yesterday. So I'm glad it's back, but I am a little worried that recording this video may admittedly make me lose it again, but that's okay. I was kind of on top of a routine for a little bit. I was trying to, for like a solid 4 uploads, I was able to do 2 days a week. But it didn't stay that way. So I would like to get back to that, which is partly why I'm recording this. Even if my voice is in a little bit of a rough shape, it kind of gets us, I'm hoping to have this out by Saturday. We'll see if I end up getting it out by Saturday or not, but that's my plan. Make it Saturday the 10th would be the upload. We'll see if I make that. I'll probably end up eating my words, but... Get that guy down there. This purple, easy connection. Well, I made it more complicated, but... This blue's kind of... Is it blue or green? I always think it's blue, but everyone else kind of says it's like green. I see it as like a teal. But keep in mind, I'm colorblind-ish. I'm sort of kind of colorblind, if that makes any sense. So... I don't know, blue-green, I'm gonna call it blue. If it's actually green, then it's green. That's interesting. I think that's gonna have to be, unless we cross colors very drastically, I think this is gonna have to be a motorway connection. My goodness, I'm gonna pause really quick. I gotta grab some water if I'm gonna make it through this video. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, water has been acquired. My throat has been moistened. I know I just made a couple of you guys uncomfortable, at least by saying the word moistened, but my goodness. Let's get back into it. We do admittedly have a couple weird connections, but I think it's gonna be okay. It's just a little odd. I'm moving that out of the way so we can connect all 3 of these in when we can. Skyscraper up in that white, light pink. I'm gonna call it white, but it probably is actually light pink. But we have plenty of houses here to support that, so I'm not worried about that at all. Do have another blue over there. We did get 400 trips in Mexico City. Another connection over there is doable, I think. A bit of a weird... There we go. I tried to overcomplicate that. I'm going to try to talk a little bit less, so I apologize if it's not as riveting of content, but I also want to try to make it through the video, so if I randomly pause for like 3 minutes, just know that I am struggling. Just know that I am trying to hold back a cough or my throat is scratchy. So I apologize, but I'm going to try to talk a little less this video. And let you just enjoy the ambient Mini Motorways sounds, sound effects, and music. We'll take a tunnel, I think. Is good. It's pretty overkill, but I think we're... Well, now it's not overkill, actually. Now that it's a skyscraper, I think we're going to need those guys. I think if we can fit a roundabout I think we should try it. It's kind of weird and wonky, but I think that works. Oh, I missed that orange up here. Oh, gosh, what do we do about that? I see another motorway in our future. Let's connect that guy in there. Actually, we may not even need that. I think if we can't fit another roundabout in there, can we? Well, let's address this guy first. Yeah, I think that works. And then once we get this motorway back, we'll figure out what to do with it. I think since we have one guy here, let's see how long we can last. My goodness, voice crack. I don't think we can last with one guy there, admittedly. You've also got to reevaluate this here. This is a bit of a mess. Let's do roundabout there and have yellows connect in here. That's a little weird, admittedly, but I think it works. And then let's split off just these two, right like that. Traffic lights are a tunnel. We are out of roundabouts, so just as a safeguard, let's do traffic lights. We do have some more whites here. It again seems kind of overkill to connect them, but we might as well. I don't think there's any downside to connecting them. We may eventually need to motorway these guys into other locations as they start to struggle, but I guess we've got this connection here too. We also, as the blue skyscraper kind of starts to struggle here, we may need to figure out what to do with this community of blues. That's interesting. We need a pinky purple. I think this might be a tunnel occasion, actually. I think if we take... that's a skyscraper, so I don't want to leave them too few. Let's do 4. Let's move this motorway there to connect straight to the oranges. And then we'll do a pink tunnel. Pink, purple, whatever we want to call it. Right there. I think that works out pretty nicely. Just trying to clean these guys up a little bit. We did hit 1,000, so we're doing all right, I think. With all these pinks here, we actually could end up deleting this and just routing these guys over there too. We will take another motorway. I think actually as a safeguard, we might do that already. We're going to delete this whole tunnel. Then let's go ahead, move that guy back there, and we'll do a super tiny tunnel right there to connect all of these pinks in. It's less distance to travel for these pinks, and it also leaves these pinks on the right able to help out this skyscraper as it starts to get busier. So I think it's probably the best way to approach it. Like that, I think. Ooh, what's struggling? Oh, this yellow. Okay. Understandable, I guess. We don't really have a lot of yellows connected. Let's get these yellows connected exclusively. Oops. Right there. It's gonna struggle for a second, but we should have enough going to it that we should be okay. And you can see this yellow on the right is already, yeah, they both recovered just fine. Oh, I didn't even realize this yellow isn't connected. That'll help too. Actually connecting that to its line. Alright, we're at a solid 1,300. We're about to come up upon another week, I think. A blue there. We do have a tunnel, so actually that becomes pretty easy too. We'll get this whole community here. Cut across this mountain. Oops. Right there. I would say that's a pretty easy connection. We can even divert those guys a little bit to fit that guy in there too. What I was not anticipating was this blue on the very left here. We might need to get a little creative with that. Most likely involving some sort of motorway. I don't think this is a long-term solution, but for right now we're just going to motorway these two in there. Oh, I didn't see this white one here either. I think we are going to need some support from elsewhere. I think if we divert these yellows, they're going to have to go further up here. We can then get these whites. There's 5 of them here. We'll have to do 5 there. 3 and 2. And then these yellows, I want that roundabout to come back. We're going to try a traffic light situation there, since that's pretty close. I'm going to hope that works. What was I doing here? That guy there, we put a roundabout in here. That hopefully supports all of those communities. I'm not super hopeful. I think I actually might temporarily get these 2 yellows just to feed up here, just to deal with some of the demand. Again, I think we'll shift them back eventually, but we gotta make sure this guy doesn't kill us first. Are there any other? I think this is kind of our main... Ugh, I'm not liking it either. We're gonna cut across here. I'm not liking how congested we're getting. I'm not too confident how to solve the problem either. This honestly might be the end of us, and I don't really know what I could have done differently. We'll take a motorway. I guess we can also just connect that straight in. I don't think that's the solution either. I don't necessarily think more is better, but pulling out all the stops, we'll try to keep it afloat as long as we can at least. It does look like it is recovering. And maybe we're doing okay. This guy is definitely not coping with just 2 houses there. It does make me wonder what I can even do about that. I think we have enough blues here. Let's disconnect this completely. And then kind of do... something like that. Split off 4 of them. And get these 4 to connect in there. See if that's enough for those guys. The purple's having issues, and I think that's just a situation of needing to connect more houses in. We can also... we do have a tunnel, so let's connect... Again, we're kind of going all hands on deck here for a moment to try to recover. We did get to 2,000, so that does make me happy. We're doing all right. I don't know if we're doing great, but this orange is definitely struggling. So let's go ahead. I think they're low capacity enough. Let's just try to share. As much as I hate doing that, let's just try to share lines there. that could be a little dangerous, especially now that's a skyscraper. That becomes extra dangerous. Now we're also out of roads. This is kind of a lose-lose situation at the current moment, because this orange over here is also struggling. I'm scanning what we even can do here, because I'm also noticing these pink-purple guys are also not doing fantastic. And we have a lot of empty pink-purples. It's just a matter of getting them where they need to go. That is the problem. I'm a little bit lost as to what to do at the moment. We've got to do something. We got to do something about these oranges. Again, this is I hate sharing. We don't even have roads to share. We're out of road tiles. I guess let's disconnect that and give us a couple roads. Yeah, I'm a little lost as to what to do right now. This orange is clearly struggling the most. But I can't even really get more oranges onto that line. Motorway. Can we do anything with a motorway? Let's get these two oranges. Let's motorway those two straight in. For right now. I think that's going to cause a traffic nightmare on its own, but and we can actually get this third guy in there as well. I think that's actually going to calm that guy down short term. What else is majorly struggling? Oh yeah, we're going to get this guy in. I don't know if we have enough roads to do it, but I was going to get this guy to come in over the top, like that. Potentially disconnect that line. We're about to hit 25. Like, I'm happy with our score, I just feel like we're not done yet. Because we have enough motorways, let's motorway in. Let's motorway in there. The motorway is clearly not working somehow. There we go. I think it might be the end. I'm not confident. Well, I don't know. They might come just in the nick of time. I think traffic is going to be hairy. Do we have any other blues? Not really. We have one here. I think that's going to cause more traffic than it's going to solve, but we have these guys, but short of having them cut across 2 lanes of traffic, I'm not too hopeful about that either. This is a really dumb idea, but to get the support that we need, we're going to have to. This guy's hanging on there, struggling, but hanging on. I think the motorway is just causing a good amount of traffic jam at this point. But I think moving it is also going to cause just as much traffic, so I'm a little bit lost as to what to do there. We have a tunnel. Can a tunnel help us out anywhere, anyhow? Not really that I'm seeing. We've almost hit 3,000. So if we can hit 3,000, like, I'll be really happy for my sick, I'm not actually on the deathbed, but on the deathbed run. I'll be happy with it. Let's see what we can do. I just don't really know any way to give this guy any more support without causing catastrophic issues elsewhere, is what I'm saying. Moving this motorway back might be a good idea. I'm just afraid it's not going to build in time. We did hit 31. So let's just ride it out. I don't really think there's much else we can do. Traffic is a disaster. We've done so much to just kill traffic. Alright, I don't think there's any saving this, but let's see what fails first. I guess it's actually going to be this orange in the top left. Or one of these at the bottom left. 34 question mark? Can we hit 34? I think we can. Yeah, okay. Sick. We're just hanging on. We're barely, it's gonna be this, ooh. I thought it was gonna be this yellow on the bottom left. But they're like barely hanging on. Ooh, this is wonderful. Okay, I was not expecting to survive this long. A roundabout, I don't really think is gonna help us out at all. I don't even know where we could add one to support any flow of traffic anywhere. I guess there? Sure. I think this pink in the top left might be of issue. Everything's struggling, but it's like barely holding on. Can we do any last minute like connections of any color anywhere? Are there anything? I feel like, yeah, everything is kind of connected where it can. We do have a lot of pinks here. Actually, we do have a motorway. Again, this is really stupid for the 5 more seconds we're gonna last, but let's just motorway in there, just for the fun of it. Oh, what? Oh, is that yellow there? Nice, okay. 37. That's a fantastic run. My voice is so shot, I apologize, but 37 is really, really good. Nice, we unlocked Wellington. We have one, oops. Oh, we unlocked some challenges, cool. Wellington, Warsaw, Chiang Mai, question mark, Lisbon, Busan. I think they just added this one. This one's like really brand new. So we've only got a couple left. We're doing really good. Where did that put us on the leaderboards? Top 3%. I'll take it. Is that a series record? Other than London. I know London we got a really high score. Besides London, which was the DLC map, so I'm reluctant to count it. If we don't count London, because it had different mechanics, it was the train mechanics. If we don't count London, that was actually a new high score for the series. So that's pretty cool. I'm on board with that. That's rad. Top 3%. What was London? Was London top 3%? Oh, top 1%. Okay. So if we count London, London will probably remain our record for the duration of the series. But if we don't count London, since it was a DLC map, Mexico City. Either way, Mexico City was a great score, is what I'm trying to say. My voice is about to die, so before I lose my voice completely, or interrupt you and annoy you with coughing and snuffling and grossness, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm excited that we got as high of a score as we did on Mexico City. If you guys liked what you saw, I almost died, my goodness. Like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Y'all know what to do. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Love you guys, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.